Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. £85 million Manchester United star offer to Barcelona. Manchester United have reportedly offered the Brazilian winger Antony to Barcelona ahead of the upcoming summer transfer window. Erik ten Hag's second season at Old Trafford has failed to build upon the success of last year's campaign as they currently sit sixth in the Premier League table. With the FA Cup now their only hope of securing silverware, pressure has begun to mount on the Dutch manager's shoulders, especially with the movement behind the scenes at the club. Specific questions about his recruitment since arriving at the club have been one of the main lines his critics have used, with Antony the most frequent example. The Brazilian winger was signed from Ajax for a reported £85 million, but has failed to live up to this price tag, failing to register a goal or assist in the Premier League this campaign. According to a report from Spanish outlet National Via Football 365, the Red Devils have offered the 24-year-old to Spanish giants Barcelona. The report claims that United would even be open to letting the Brazilian international leave on a loan deal, but the Barcelona have doubts about the signing. With Antony spending a lot of time on the bench, Ten Hag has opted for Garnacho to play on the right, with the 19-year-old bagging 5 goals and 3 assists this season already. Man United respond emphatically to Rashford to PSG rumours. Marcus Rashford hasn't had the best time of it at Man United lately, and rumours continue to swirl regarding his immediate future. As he showed against Man City, when he is on it, Rashford is still a worthy addition to the Red Devils 11. However, his form has been patchy at best during 23-24. Disciplinary issues with his manager, Erik ten Hag, also won't have gone down well in the corridors of power at Old Trafford, and with the new regime getting their feet under the table now, there was a cogent argument to suggest that a Rashford sale might bring in a pretty penny to club offers. However, that particular notion has been swiftly put to bed by the club, who are not interested in allowing the England international to move on. Romano said the following on Caught Offside: "It's important to clarify something with regards to Marcus Rashford, because I've been getting many questions coming from you guys. There are many rumors concerning PSG bidding for Rashford, and let me say, guys, I'm not aware of anything concrete in terms of negotiations or a bid at this point. PSG appreciate Rashford, and he is a player they really wanted 2 years ago when Pochettino was in charge, but Man United said no. Erik ten Hag said no, and he confirmed again in his press conference that he wants to continue with Marcus Rashford as a crucial part of his project. The situation remains quiet, and Rashford's full focus is on Manchester United. Let's see if it changes in the summer." Man United set £40 to £50 million price tag for first team ace ahead of summer window. Manchester United are prepared to sell Jadon Sancho permanently at the end of the season. A report from Football Insider claims that they have now set an asking price of around £40 to £50 million for the England international, and it remains to be seen whether they can find a suitable destination for him in the summer. The 23-year-old winger is currently on loan at Borussia Dortmund, and he has managed to rediscover his confidence upon his return to the German club. The winger has 2 goals and 2 assists across all competitions since joining the German club in January. Manchester United paid £73 million for the player when they signed him from Dortmund in 2021. They are fully aware of the fact that they will have to accept a significant loss on him if they sell him in the summer. It will be interesting to see where he ends up. It's evident that Sancho does not have a future at Manchester United, especially if Erik ten Hag is still at the club. The English winger fell out of favour with the Dutch manager earlier in the season, and he was frozen out of the first team. Sancho will want to play regularly at this stage of his career, and moving away from Manchester United would be ideal. It remains to be seen whether any club is willing to come forward with an official proposal to sign the player. Meanwhile, the winger earns £290,000 a week at Manchester United, and he will have to accept a major pay cut in order to secure a permanent exit from Old Trafford. It's highly unlikely that any club would be willing to pay him that kind of money every week. Big boost for Man United with Mason Mount back in squad to face Liverpool. Manchester United have been handed a big boost with midfielder Mason Mount set to return to the squad to face Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-final. The England international has had a frustrating debut campaign hampered by injuries. He has not played a competitive game since November due to a long-term calf issue. The 25-year-old has been involved in recent training sessions with the club, and the Athletic confirmed that he will be part of the squad when they host Liverpool. Aside from Mount, Harry Maguire, Aron Wan-Bissaka and Rasmus Højlund are also in line to return after overcoming respective injury concerns. Mount joined the Red Devils from Chelsea for £60 million last summer. He has made 12 appearances for the club, contributing just one assist from a corner. A lot more is expected from a player of his caliber. The Englishman is one of the best playmakers in the Premier League, having proved himself at Chelsea. He has yet to make a meaningful impact for United due to his injuries, but could have a big part to play in the season run-in as they look to make the top four. In the short term, Mount could be restricted to cameo appearances until he regains full match fitness. Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo are currently the midfield pairing, but this could change in the future. Mainoo could drop deeper with Mount in the number 8 role. United face a tough challenge against Liverpool at Old Trafford. They can make a big statement by beating their arch rivals to make the last four of the FA Cup. Erik Ten Hag must start Aron Wan-Bissaka at left-back to nullify Mohamed Salah threat. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag must start Aron Wan-Bissaka at left-back to nullify the threat of Liverpool star Mohamed Salah in the FA Cup quarter-final. The Red Devils welcome their arch rivals to Old Trafford for the FA Cup showdown on Sunday ahead of the Premier League. Ten Hag has confirmed a triple injury boost for the club. Rasmus Højlund is back in the mix after a muscle injury. The Dane is widely expected to lead the attack, having scored 8 goals from his previous 8 games for United. Meanwhile, Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka have also returned to full training ahead of the derby, and the duo could also be involved from the off against Jurgen Klopp's side. In our view, Wan-Bissaka should be deployed at left-back to curb the attacking threat of Salah. The Egypt international has had another fantastic campaign, and he has already registered 20 goals and 13 assists from just 31 appearances in all competitions for the Reds. He has been United's main nemesis over the past 7 years, with 12 goals and 4 assists from 13 meetings, and stopping him could improve their chances of winning. Wan-Bissaka has already started at left-back once against Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League, and we believe the manager should go with the same tactic on Sunday. Salah's main strength is the ability to cut inside from the right wing to shoot on goal. With Wan-Bissaka being right foot dominant, he could nullify the Egyptians' threat. The 26-year-old is probably the best one-on-one defender in the league, in our opinion. He should be tasked with man-marking Salah, who has been described as exceptional by Klopp. There is another option of playing Diogo Dalot at left-back with Wan-Bissaka on the opposite end. However, that would limit Dalot's chances of making runs into the final third due to Salah's presence. While Wan-Bissaka possesses super defensive qualities, he rarely makes overlapping runs or delivery crosses into the box. Hence, we prefer him at left-back on Sunday. Amad Diallo might still have a future at Manchester United. Despite an incredible lack of game time this season, it's too early to write off Amad Diallo at Manchester United. This is according to The Times, who claimed that he has been frustrated by playing only 63 minutes this season. However, he could yet have a successful future at the club. The player has faced quite a lot of challenging moments in his career in Manchester. Things finally looked like they were going in the right direction when Diallo had a wonderful loan at Sunderland last season, where he scored 14 goals. He was even voted the Championship Fans Player of the Season in recognition of his fine efforts. This led to numerous teams expressing an interest in taking the player on loan, but it was decided he would have the chance to win a place in the United starting lineup, but disaster struck again as he picked up an injury during the club's tour of the United States of America, leaving him sidelined for 4 months. Speculation about his future and relationship with the manager grew when the 21-year-old deleted his social media information, but he later revealed this was for religious reasons during Ramadan. However, according to the Times sources, there may be a glimmer of hope for the winger's career at Old Trafford. The Times report reads, "There is a feeling that if Diallo applies himself in the final quarter of the campaign at United's Carrington training base, he will get more game time. The club are certainly not pushing him out. He also has 15 months left on his contract, which the club can extend by another year. There are no regrets about the sum they paid for the player, nor do they believe they bought a dude. It's too early," one source said, "to write the winger off. It just depends on whether Diallo is willing to channel his anger into persuading Erik ten Hag, the manager, to give him a go in the final few weeks of the campaign. Maybe then he will end the season with a smile on his face." Mason Greenwood's latest stance on Man United return emerges. Mason Greenwood is reportedly not at all interested in making a return to Manchester United, even if he were offered the chance to go back. The forward's future is one of the main issues Ineos will undoubtedly need to resolve ahead of the summer transfer window. Greenwood has looked like a player reborn with Getafe. He has managed an impressive 8 goals and 5 assists in 26 games across all competitions for Getafe. His performances have sparked interest from a number of clubs keen to offer him a new home. Atletico Madrid have been mentioned to be admirers of Greenwood. Barcelona contemplated signing him, but it was revealed that the Blaugrana have taken a step back and are now no longer pursuing the 22-year-old. It was previously relied that Greenwood would be reluctant to rejoin United, as he feels the club should have done more to protect him while he underwent his legal troubles. In an update provided by journalist Matteo Morotto, it appears the Carrington Academy graduate has indeed made up his mind and has shut the door to a possible return to Old Trafford. It's understood that amidst all this, United have not decided what to do with the player. The journalist said, "Atletico Madrid are paying close attention to Greenwood's situation, but there has been no movement beyond that. It remains true that Manchester United have not made up their minds 100% on what they want to do with the Greenwood, what with the new ownership coming in, and potentially a new manager too. What is clear is that Greenwood does not want to go back to Manchester United. He wants to leave, and he would be very happy to stay in Spain. But what could get in the way of that is his price tag. United will want to get as much money as they can get out of a deal for him." As per Morotto, the Greenwood saga is expected to continue unfolding as the summer window approaches. Manchester United eyeing Dinamo Zagreb forward Bruno Petkovich and have scouted him several times. Manchester United are interested in recruiting the services of Dinamo Zagreb forward Bruno Petkovich this summer, according to Index HR Croatian journalist Mati. The Red Devils have been running the rule over the Croatian international in recent games, but are yet to make an official approach. Petkovich has bagged 16 goals and 7 assists across all competitions this term, and it appears that return has caught the attention of Man United. The 29-year-old could be sold for less than 10 million euros as his contract expires next summer, which could be very tempting for the Red Devils. However, Petkovich could only end up being a short-term solution given his age, but he fits the profile Man United are looking for as they seek cover for Rasmus Højlund. Dinamo Zagreb rejected 5 million euros from Trabzonspor last summer, but could end up demanding more than 10 million euros from suitors if he impresses at the European Championships in June. Petkovich bagged 3 goals in 5 international games last year and will be keen to impress in Euro 2024. Man United may need to seal a deal for him before the tournament starts. Apart from his impressive finishing abilities, the Croatian is also strong defensively, is an aerial threat, and a solid dribbler capable of constantly threading through balls to his teammates. Given their need to balance the books and stay within the confines of the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, going for Petkovic could be a good move for Man United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to turn the fortunes of the Old Trafford club around, and a major squad overhaul is on the cards in the next few transfer windows. While the fans will be desperate for big money and market signings to be made, some cheap arrivals should also be expected, and the Croatian could be one. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.